Hello. Right, today we are going to be looking at adding fractions with different denominators. So last week we spent all of that time looking at simplifying fractions, doing equivalent fractions, adding fractions, and changing numbers, mixed numbers into top-heavy fractions and top-heavy fractions into mixed numbers and so on. And we'll be using all of those skills that you practiced and learned and did really well on. Actually, I'm really impressed with everybody, how everybody managed to get that work done last week. You have been the best year group ever I think I've ever had that with that work. So you can give yourselves a big pat on the back because you did it brilliantly. So we're going to use all of those skills we learnt and practiced last week to add fractions today, and maybe tomorrow we'll see how we go. So you know how to add fractions now. You know how to change the denominators now. So that's what we're going to do. So we're looking at adding fractions with different denominators. So if we had the sum 1/6 plus 1/3. Now we know we can't do that because sixths and thirds are different, okay? And remember, we've said that when you add fractions, the denominator must be the same, okay? Now when we're looking at changing the denominator, we're not simplifying now. We have to go to this one. Well, we are simplifying, but we're timesing up, I think, is probably the easiest way to think of it. We can't change thirds into sixths, but we can change sixes into thirds. So what we're going to do is we're going to put underneath, we're going to put 3, because we're going to be using thirds. No, I've done that completely wrong, haven't I? We're going to do the other way around. We're going to do it in sixths, sorry. So, that's right, sorry. So we're going to have sixths on the bottom. So we put 1/6 here, 1/6 plus, and then we have to work out how many sixths there are in 1/3. So what have we done to 3 to get 6? We've times it by 2, so we have to times 1 by 2. Okay, so it's 1/6 plus 2/6. Okay, and now we can do the sum. And this is why we use this stage in the middle. A couple of you asked you, why do we change that stage? This is why we do it, because it's important that we have that same number on the bottom there. So now it's straightforward, isn't it? 1 plus 2 is 3. So now we have 3/6. And what can we do with 3/6? So now we have to simplify it. So now we get our answer, a half. Okay. So loads of maths going on there. So the first thing we've had to do is we've had to change thirds into sixths. Then we added the fractions, and then we've simplified the fraction at the end. So lots and lots going on. So everything we were looking at last week, nearly everything we were looking at last week, going on with that sum. Okay, now if we look at the next one, so we've now got 5/6 take away 3/12. Okay, so we're going to change our sixths into 12ths. Okay, because we can't change 3/12 into sixths. So we put 12 on the bottom there, like that. And we can put our 3 there, like that. And now we have to work out how to change 5/6 into 12ths. So remember, to get 6, what do we do to 6 to get 12? We've times it by 2, so we're going to times 5 by 2, which is 10. So now we have 10/12ths take away 3/12ths, and our answer is 7/12ths. Okay, that's quite a nice one. And I'm going to try and give you let's try this one. So now we've got 4/5 plus 16 25ths. Okay, so what are we going to change our denominator to? Fifths or 25ths? Well, we can't change this one into fifths, so we have to go. So you always look, I think the best way to think of it is if you always look at the number that's biggest on the bottom, it means the fraction is smaller probably, but look at the number that's biggest on the bottom and change your other number into that denominator. Okay, so we're going to change this into 25ths. Okay, so we'll put our plus 16 25ths there. So we've got that. Now we have to change our 4/5 into 25ths. So how many 5s are in 25? 5. So we have to change 4 times 4 by 5. So that gives us 20. Okay, so now we can do our simple adding sum. 20 plus 16 equals 36 25ths. And now we have to do the next thing. So now we've got a mixed fraction, haven't we? Not a mixed fraction, a top-heavy fraction, an improper fraction there. So now we have to change it to a mixed number. Okay, so 25s into 36 goes 1, remainder 11. Okay, so 1 remainder, so we put 11 at the top and 25 underneath. Okay, so that is your final answer. And while there's nothing wrong with having top-heavy or improper fractions as your answer, it's always good practice to convert them into mixed numbers. Okay, so if you left your answer like that, it wouldn't be wrong, but it would be better like this one. Okay, let's do another one of those. So let's do 9/16 plus 3/4. Okay, so we're going to change our quarters into 16ths. Okay, so we're going to go with a smaller number and change it to the bigger number. So we've times that by 4, haven't we? So we put 16 on the bottom there, and we have 9 there. And because we've times 4 by 4 to get 16, we're going to times 3 by 4 to get 12. So now we have 9/16 plus 12/16, which equals 21/16. Okay, and now we've got our top-heavy fraction, so we need to change that. So we say 16s into 21 goes 1, remainder 5. So it's 1 5/16. Okay. I think that's all I need to tell you. One more thing. If our answer was 3 and 3/15, so if we ended up with a final answer of that, that is fine, but you'd be better off if you then simplified that answer. So it's still 3, but you can simplify 3/15, can't you? So that would be 1/5, because you can divide them both by, no, that's wrong, by 3. No, that's right, sorry. Divide them both. 3 divided by 3 is 1, 15 divided by 3 is 5. Okay, so if you end up with an answer that can be simplified, do simplify it. Okay, so thousands of things to think about today with your maths. Be brilliant, and I look forward to marking it. If you have any questions, come to the Zoom lesson and we will go over it again. There is a lot of stuff going on here. There's a lot to take in. So you'll be brilliant, because last week you were all fantastic. I'm super impressed. So I'm not too worried that you won't be able to do this. I think you will all find it really easy. Okay? Be brilliant, and I look forward to marking your work later.